said, no, I can get too close. So I came out of my room earlier, and I noticed that I couldn't see any sunlight on the bottom of your door. Are you moving furniture back up against your
No,
door?
no. I told you this. I put this I have a sweater that I put on my door. That's all that is. It just blocks the light coming into the room. I haven't been moving the furniture.
You know, it's the same problem. You keep saying that you're a healthy person. There's nothing wrong with you. But yet, you aren't doing anything to sustain your own life. That's not healthy to me. You don't have a job. You don't have to prosper. You ain't looking for a job. I just don't know what it's going to take for you to come to the realization that, I mean, it's almost like you don't care. I don't know what you plan to do if me and your brother are here to help you or provide. I don't know if you think something magic is going to happen and you're going to get resources or money. And I have been telling you for years that if you need help, you need to get it now while you're young because the older you get, the less there is to help people like you. And the problem now is because Trump is president, he has wiped out all types of federal funding. There's no money left. They're kicking able-bodied adults off of Medicaid, food stamps, because they figure if you able-bodied ain't gonna work, then you should be working. I guess I can't argue with that. I don't know why you would. I don't know why you persist to live like a child when you're in your mid-30s. I don't know why you like Peter Pan. And I'm not trying to be mean or a jerk or anything like that, but you're like Peter Pan. Why can't you grow up? You shake your head a lot, TJ, that's not going to help you eat. That's not going to put a roof over your head. You think everything a game. This isn't a game, TJ. And when you realize it's not a game, it's going to be when you dig into a garbage can trying to find something to eat that ain't too messed up. And then you're going to wish that you had listened to people, that you had reached out and got you some help. You ain't going to have no resources. And I don't know what type of world you think this is. I don't know how many people you think are just ready to run out and help a black homeless person. But everything you're doing to yourself. So you can make pretend in your head that all these things have happened to you, and I don't even care about that anymore because I don't even know where you got this stuff in the first place. All this nonsense, gay conversion therapy, and everything you claim you went through, all that stuff that you claim you went through that nothing happened to you at all. I don't care about that. You can keep caring about it, but it's not going to get you anywhere in life. Nobody cares about that. You know how many other people that happened to? That it really happened to? You ought to feel ashamed of yourself for claiming that you went through gay conversion therapy. That really happens to people. and you running around playing victim. That's disgusting, actually. You just make up these fantasies, man, because you want to be this tortured poet or this tortured artist or this tortured soul, so you can pretend on the internet that you got all these problems and you just emo. And I don't know what you're pretending to be, but you're none of that. You're a spoiled black kid from a middle class family. You ain't from the hood, the ghetto, or no place like that. And you can make these people on the internet believe what you want, but you didn't grow up wanting for anything. And maybe that's the problem. We gave you too much. Because now look at you. You don't want to do anything for yourself. I, I guess the only thing that's going to get you to see what life is really like is for you to just have to experience that life. Because until you experience it, you ain't going to believe it. And you're not going to be able to call or go over here and take you to the grocery store or whatever because you ain't going to have a phone, you ain't going to have internet, you don't have nothing. And because you won't tell the truth to anybody that's trying to help you, you can't even get services to help yourself. That's the thing about it that I just completely cannot understand. Since you don't want to work and you never going to work, you at least ought to get the free money. My brother Hank, he gets about, I don't know, $600 a month in food stamps and about $1,800 a month in his pocket in cash. Now, Hank lucky because he lives in the house that my parents had, and the house was almost paid off when they died. So he kept paying the mortgage until the house got paid off. So he lives in this house with no mortgage and no rent. So that $1,800 cash that they put in his pocket and the food stamps go straight to him. He ain't got no bills other than his light bill and his phone bill. And the government gave him money every month. But because you think you're so smart, and you think that it's going to mean something to somebody, I guess, to me, there's only two reasons why you won't talk to anybody. This is my opinion. Either one, because you know they're going to find out you're lying, or two, and I can't imagine why you would want to do this to yourself, is it makes a better story for you if people think you're struggling. But those councils don't care. None of those people are running over here begging you to take this money from the state. They just fine with you not taking it because they'll give it to somebody else. But I know this for a fact that when you go back at the age you are now to try to get help, there will be none. Because you let yourself age out of adolescence when you had a better chance to get help. There are homeless people on the street that get checks. You just gonna be homeless on the street with no checks, no money, no food stamps, nothing. Just think about how your life feels right now and you ain't got insurance. You can't even go to the doctor when your mouth hurts and stuff like that. Think of how much worse it's going to be when you have no way to go to the doctor and you living on the street. This ain't your life, TJ. This is my life. This is your mother's life. This is traded life. This is not your life. And apparently, you want to be kicked out. You want me to go to the courthouse and make me make these people put you on the street. And I've told you this before. There is nothing about you I want to say anymore. Because whatever used to be my son and my family, it's been gone a long time. Whatever this nonsense is you done created, you killed my family member a long time ago. As what they call it, dead name or whatever. You done dead name that nigga a long time ago. Whatever you want, I have no feeling for it all. And the only reason I talk to you like this is because I be trying to appeal to whatever part of TJ still in there so to get him to understand where his life is headed. But I see now that I'm wasting my breath. So we'll do it your way. Because that seemed to be the way you want it. You want to play games. You don't want help. You say you're healthy, but you ain't doing anything to help yourself. I just don't know why a healthy person wouldn't want to get a job and move out their parents' house and go and live their life, which is what you kept claiming when we lived in Marion. You kept claiming, oh, I just want to go live my life, and then we're not going to have these problems. I'm going to have my own place, and I'm going to do this. What happened to all that? You said that. You was going to go live your life. You don't have to be worried about it and all this stuff. And you're not a traditional family person. And, we need to understand that. Fine. We understand it. We ain't trying to make you be part of no family. Then why don't you leave the family? See, you're trying to have it both ways. And this right here, people on the street are hard. You're not going to make it on the street. Because here's what's going to happen. This is your life. You'll be homeless. And then you'll probably get desperate enough that you'll steal something. Then you'll go to jail. Now you'll be homeless and you got a record. And now because you got a record, you really can't get no help. So you'll be homeless with a record. And because you can't get no help, and now because you got a record, you can't get no job, it's going to push you further into homelessness.